Hey, it's Techno Babe again. In my last video, we did Cassie and how to play her. So I thought about doing another console guide based around Vora because there's hardly any guides out there on YouTube, especially for console players. Because, like I said earlier in my last video, console players and PC players, they're similar, but the metas are extremely different. Like Sky and Vivian, Victor, Tyra, those are like heavy bans. But in PC, it's what do they ban? I know they ban IO, like in the pro circuits. Anyway, it's really different. I know what I'm talking about more console-wise, so I'll just stick to that. So with Vora, let's go over her kit. I'm going to go to Advanced. So her main weapon, her deadly scythe, it is a scythe that sends out projectiles that deal damage over a short duration. Its attack chain is medium, light, light, heavy, and light. And then those are the damage percentages there per second. And with each hit, she builds a passive, and I just call them dots, but they're technically called darkness stacks. Each stack is worth 100 health, and yeah, 5 stacks is kind of what you want to hover around, and you spend those stacks by using either Obliteration or Dark Siphon. It does not work with Tendril, and that's really good because you want Tendril to move around, and you don't want to worry about spending your stacks. So her other moves are Obliteration, which is you jump and slash down around you, dealing 500 damage and applying a small knockback to enemies hit. While using this ability, you are immune to damage and crowd control. And then with 5 stacks of darkness, it deals an additional 300 damage and slows enemies hit by 30% for 2 seconds. Now, with this move, you want this to be more of a finishing move if you're going the double Tendril talent. If you're going the talent that, what's it called? Not advanced. If you're going Deafening Silence, you want to hit them with that slam. What's it called? I'm so bad at this. You want to hit them with an Obliteration, that's it. And then you want to use your Dark Siphon and then swing away. Because when you use that talent, it makes them not able to move with their abilities. So her next move is Dark Siphon, which launches a vicious projectile from your scythe, dealing 200 damage on hit and an additional 400 damage over 1.5 seconds. Hitting an enemy causes you to regenerate 300 health over 2 seconds. Using this ability with 5 darkness stacks will cripple the enemy hit for 1.5 seconds. That cripple is very crucial if you don't want them to run away. And making them not run away makes it so that you can hit them with an Obliteration after you do a few swings at them too. And then her last move, other than her ultimate, is her Tendril. Pretty self-explanatory. It manifests your will, propelling yourself forward, your target. You can hit players to pull you to them. So, it's pretty easy. I'll show you later in the practice range how that works with propelling yourself to a player. So last but not least is her ultimate. It is Harbinger's Wrath. It channels your wrath to hunt enemies and increases your movement speed by 80% and decreases the damage you take by 30%. Select a target in range with R2 to hit them, stunning, crippling, and silencing them. Enemies above 66% maximum health take 1,100 damage, while enemies at or below 66% maximum health are executed. This ability lasts 5 seconds or until you select a target. Can't be refired to cancel. I'm just going to leave it at that for now, because it's a really complicated ultimate, and it's just better to show you how that works in practice range. Alright, let's go over Vora's talents. Her first one is Unyielding Pressure. Your Dark Siphon now deals an additional 10% of the target's maximum health as damage over 1.5 seconds. This is a pretty damage-heavy talent. I would only use it if there are 2 or more tanks. Other than that, it's not really useful. So her next talent, and my favorite talent, is Relentless Presence. It gives your Tendril second charge. That way you can use it twice in a row if you wanted. And then her last but not least is Deafening Silence. Obliterate now silences enemies hit for 1.5 seconds. Also really good because it prevents them from running away. I would say Relentless Presence and Deafening Silence are my 2 favorites. Unyielding Pressure, I don't really touch much. When I was experimenting with her, every time I used Unyielding Pressure, it just did not feel good, and it did not give me enough sustain, and it did not do as much damage as Relentless Presence or Deafening Silence. Alright, let's look at the loadouts. So I'm going to go over a couple. This is a really strong Tendril loadout. I use Elegant Powering at 5, Dances with Fate at 5, Otherworldly Tether at 1, Sharpen Resolved at 2, and Change of Faith at 2. Dances with Fate is really good because it makes your Tendril faster. Even if you don't have the double Tendril talent, it helps you get around the map faster. And that pairs well with this card, A Change of Faith, because it reduces the cooldown of Tendril after every Dark Siphon. It also, like, all these cards work really well together. Sharpen Resolves helps your sustain so that you die less. I use this loadout mainly for the double Tendril or the Siphon talent. It's pretty versatile. The next loadout that I use is called Obliterate. It's for her Obliterate talent. Or if you want her Tendril talent, like pretty much all my loadouts can be used with the Tendril talent. So this one uses Broken Promises, New Purpose, Dance with Fate, Elegant Pairing, and Sharpen Resolved. The 2 big cards on this loadout is Broken Promises and Sharpen Resolved. And you know what? It's 3 actually. And Dance with Fate. I put these all at 4 because it makes them really strong. It kind of balances out the deck more instead of having like 1 or 2 cards at 5. You really want Broken Promises because if you're obliterating a lot, you will heal and not die as quickly. Same with Sharpen Resolve. The 40 per stack is very helpful. Also, last but not least, this one's just called Fast. I made this recently, kind of just to screw around, and it turns out this is actually really good. I only use this one for the Tendril talent, but I plan on in the future maybe experimenting it with the Obliterate talent. This one uses the Maw's Embrace, Unified in Purpose, Sharpen Resolve, New Purpose, and Broken Promises. The 2 most important cards in this deck are New Purpose because it gives you a ton of health. It makes you a little tanky. And then the Maw's Embrace. It increases your movement speed by 22% for 1 second after hitting anything with a deadly scythe. So I wish they would specify what anything meant. I don't know if they mean if it's like a turret, a clone of Ying's, a deployable, a person, like a character only, or if they mean like you can hit the ground or a wall and it'll speed you up. I've tried both hitting a wall or the floor and an enemy, and I can't tell if hitting the floor does anything, but I know for a fact it'll do something when you're chasing an enemy, which is primarily what you want this for. And then we have the Sharpened Resolve. The 30 per stack is very nice. This Unified in Purpose, it's only at 1, but that's pretty much enough if you're using your Deadly Siphon. And then heal for each enemy hit with Obliteration. That's just a little nice cushion too. And let's go to the practice range. Alright, here we are in the practice range. I'm going to show you Relentless Presence first, just because it's her most important talent. It's the easiest, it gives you the most range and movability. It's great. So let's just go with this one first. And I'm just going to go with Fast. I'll show you Fast and then Tendril Baby, because it works well with both of these. Alright. Let me just... Yep. I'll put my mouse in the corner. I am on controller, I swear. So when you're using your tendrils, you want to aim up high, like this. And fun fact, I've never actually been up here, so I don't know what this is. Is this a target? I don't know what that is. What is this? There's more? Oh, that's really sick. I never knew that. Anyway, back to the lesson. Just aiming up really high is what you want to do with her. And you have a lot of air control when you're just swinging your vine. So, let's go... Yes, this is the room I want. So, if you go in the air, you want to hit people as you're coming down. There's a lot of air time, and if you have someone in your vision, just hitting them will help you with your stats before you land, and they won't even know where you are until you land. Also, since I have that card, that makes me faster while swinging my weapon. You can sneak up on them and just easily slam down.
I'm not afraid.
Die.
And there's also a knockback. So let's see that with these victors. She goes forward like a teeny bit, and then she knocks them all back. You can also do that from the air, and I'll show you. Huh? Surprise. And let's show off her ultimate, shall we? So, if you're ulting with her, don't use it really far away, because I'll show you. So say you're like really wanting to hide. If you go do it from far away, you might not make it to them, and you'll just waste it. Don't do that. So what you're gonna want to do is this. Go up to them, start attacking. They're 60%. Ult right in front of them and slay them. And then run away. That is the best thing you can do. Another tip with her ultimate. You notice how she's on the left side of your screen? That's extremely disorienting. So when you're ulting with her, just look at the right of your screen and keep an eye on your reticle. And anyone on the right of your screen you'll be able to slay. So if I'm chasing someone, I'll just like kind of slam my button that executes, which is my R2. So I'll go like this, put them on the right side of my screen, and if they're not fully finished off, I keep having to go back here. Okay. So say you're getting someone at full health. If it's a Victor, you can use your ultimate and then immediately just slam down. It murders them. Alright, I'm gonna switch cards. We're gonna keep doing Relentless Presence. I'm just gonna go to the Tendril Baby one. So, with this one, I have a card in my deck that lets me recharge my tendrils faster each time I use a siphon. So I use a siphon, I have another tendril. Self-explanatory, plays off each other really nicely. If you want to use your tendril a lot and you're just starting out, I highly suggest this loadout. Alright, let's do Unyielding Pressure. Which, fun fact, I think I don't really have a loadout for this. I kind of just use the default one because I'm not a fan of Unyielding Pressure. Here's how it works. It just does more damage.
Nobody can stand before me.
I'm not a huge fan, if you can tell. And with the cards in this deck, it really makes the cooldown on it faster. And I'd only use this one with tanks. Let's go to her last talent, which is my second favorite, Deafening Silence. I do have a loadout for this. It's called Obliterate. It just makes her tanky. Let's go to the Pip section for this.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Where's Pip running? I think he's this way. Alright. Actually, I don't even think it'll matter, because he's not gonna really run. But pretend he's trying to run. He can't because we just silenced him. And I have a lot more health.
Double kill.
I'm gonna let my cooldowns reset. So with this talent, the best thing to do is go in with full stacks, silence, siphon, finish them off. That's pretty much it. I'm going to start a match with Vora now. I'm gonna just use my favorite talent, which is the Double Tendril, and my fast loadout. So I'll see you there. Alright, we're loaded in. Shout out to everybody on my team. I asked them if we could have a balanced team for this video. Keep in mind that most people in this lobby are really low level, especially on my team. So if we lose, that's why they're learning, and that's always okay. I'm gonna go with the Tendril talent and use my fast deck. And they're all excited to be in a video. And my channel's not even big, but it feels nice. I'm gonna go with Cauterize and Nimble right off the bat, just because you want her to be as fast as possible. This is actually an amazing Vora map, because you can just fly with her. Oh, I'm gonna run.
An enemy has drawn first blood.
I'm just gonna, woo! I thought there was a door here. I'm just in a crevice. Alright, Vora's a flank. Let's do some flanking. Nice. I can spawn camp if I want, but I don't know if I'll do that. So, fun fact about Vora, if you hit somebody with your weapon or your siphon, you can kind of see their little damage trickle. Ooh, I was stuck. That's fine.
Enemy double kill.
I'm gonna try and see if I can tendril over this. Too high. Definitely when you're learning Vora, try and learn where you can tendril from. There's like a million different spots. But going high is what you want to do.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy rampage.
Willow's scary.
I'm not giving up.
Ooh, their tank's low. I'm gonna see if I can get near them to ult. Yep, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Dang! I'm gonna yeet out of here. I can see you, Sky. I'm Vora. Visibility doesn't work on me that well.
30 seconds remaining.
I guess I'm on payload duty.
Now you see me.
15 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8,
Is anyone pushing?
5,
No.
4, 3. Enemy double one.
I am unstoppable.
Overtime.
Okay, we got people pushing.
Travel amongst the stars. No.
Enemies behind us.
Yay!
Thanks. That was a close
So,
one.
fun fact about Vora, in between, what are these called exactly? I guess rounds. If you deal damage to an enemy, your stacks will stay with you if you don't waste them by doing an obliterate or a siphon. It
Capture
doesn't
point
work
spawning
between
in
normal
15
deaths, though.
seconds.
They go away. But in between rounds, they stay. Also, there's kind of been a glitch with Vora when you do her obliterate. It sometimes doesn't work.
Have fun.
She can get stuck in objects like this rock. Sometimes her damage isn't immune. Like, she's not immune damage. I know Sky's over here. I hear her. I'm just gonna hide. Self-heal. Gonna use that to run away. Don't be afraid to run away, guys. And you can cancel your ult. And you save a lot of it, too. Like, right now I'm at 50. I know where you are, Sky! Oh, thank you. Their Monty is actually really good.
Let's fight. Enemies behind us. Come on. Enemy killing spree.
All part of the plan. Yes, heal me. Good.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention this earlier. When you're using your little vine whip with her, her tendril, you want to be pushing on your D-pad, not D-pad, your stick? That's it, your stick. You want to be pushing on it forward, because it gives her momentum and she can actually go places. Hi.
30 seconds remain. Five in a row. 15 seconds remain. 9, 8,
I don't care.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. That was a good game.
Good game.
So that's Vora. Let's look at the stats. Lone Wolf, 6 solar kills. So let's look. I got 46,000 damage. Not too bad for a flank. Victor did better. Victor did really well, actually. Got a lot of kills, though. Not bad overall. If you liked my video and you want more, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.